Hello everybody. Hey, another great day to be talking about Bitcoin. On a previous video I talked about the S9, but since then there's been quite a few miners that came out that are quite a bit more profitable. A lot more wattage usage, but all in all, the efficiencies of these miners is tremendously better. Instead of the 1400 watts, you're looking at the newer miners into like the S19 running around 3200 watts. It's quite a bit. You're going to have to bring that in from a couple different circuits if you're going to try to run that at home. You're going to have to do that anyway to get that 220, or switch out a breaker just to a 220 on your 220 panel. So what is some of the profitability of some of the newer miners? Well, we have the S15. That'll double your profitability on your from the S9, because the efficiency, you're getting 28 terahashes instead of the 14, and with about the same type of wattage. So then you have the S17s that go anywhere from 38 terahashes all the way up to 73 terahashes. So then you got the brand new ones, the S19s, which are two different terahashes, either the 95 terahash or the 110 terahash, which I think the first delivery on those would be June. You can pay for them now and get them in June. That's the name of the game nowadays with some companies, is sell it to you way ahead of time and deliver the product, and hopefully the Bitcoin price is increased enough to take a couple months worth of Bitcoin that you paid to furnish the difference between what Bitcoin you would have now and the 2 months that for increase of Bitcoin that you'd have over the next 2 months. So just looking at it, as a previous video I explained, was about 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So if you take that, the biggest one out, or it's going to be delivered coming up here, is the S19. That's S19 Pro, 110 terahash. What would that cost you? What would be the cost and profitability of that miner? So if you're looking at about 10 cents per kilowatt hour, you're looking at 3,200 watts. So you take 0.1 for your 10 cents, 3.3 for your kilohash or kilowatts. Multiply that times 24 hours, and that'll give you your daily cost, should be around $7-8, and then multiply that times 30, and that'll give you about $230 worth of, I'm doing this off the top of my head here, so I should be pretty close. You can check the numbers. So that should be about a $230 a month cost for you to run this thing at home. Once you get that all figured out, run it at home, $230 a month. So all you need to figure out now is what's your profitability. So that's another calculation that you could pretty easily figure out. 10 cents times 110 terahashes. So that's 110 times 0.1. That'll give you $11 a day. Multiply that times 30. That'll give you your monthly cost there. So all in all, you should be profitable on that one there. That's like $330 a month that you have for profitability. And then taking into account your $230 worth of cost. So you would be profitable with that at a 10-cent rate at current rates right now. So that's what you could do. Now if you have it hosted, probably make a little bit more money on that and have someone else manage it, and you could have several of them, not worry so much about heat, noise, or anything else, and they could manage it for you, keep it clean, keep it running. Their uptime is really good with a lot of hosting agencies out there now, and they're pretty reliable if you find a good one here. So some good ones out there. And like I said in a previous video, that you can probably get a hosting agency for an S19 probably right around $200 per month. So your profitability be about $130 there, and someone else is managing it and gives you the ability to VPN to that miner, so that you can change pools, or you can turn it off, reboot it yourself, rather than have them go out, put in a ticket, send them an email or a text. So they can go out there and do a hard reboot on it for you. Hey, just wanted to tell everyone, go ahead and like right down below here and subscribe. Helps me out tremendously. So with these numbers here, you can play with the numbers, see what some of the costs are for these machines, see what you can do about profitability doing it yourself or having them hosted. So you need to usually do a contract with a hosting agent. So if they host your miner for you, they're probably going to require some type of contract for a period of time. So it's the basic contract. What they're doing right now is anywhere from 6 months to a year. And that's first month and last month payment on there. So you'd make that payment anyway, so you just have to give it up front, so that so they can take it and get it installed and get it up and running for you, and then they provide you with the IP address, and you can VPN to their location. Make sure you have control of your miner, and so that you can change pools and start it and stop it whenever you want to. There are some out there that don't do that. I just don't deal with those. You know, a long time ago, it was probably 2013. When I was first started there. I got up to quite a few miners down in the basement. Everyone starts in their basement, so you can't keep them upstairs. They're too loud. Put off too much heat, so you can't keep them hardly anywhere. And they're noisy. And so I had, I believe I had 28 of them downstairs, racks downstairs. The floor, you could actually feel it vibrating just a little bit, and there's always this humming sound to the house. I connected most of them into the ductwork of our return line of the furnace. So I just kept the fan running, and so it put in quite a bit of heat into the house. So we had a lot of 0-degree days that year. We had our windows open all the time throughout the year. Yeah, you got to keep your wife happy. So she didn't like that, so I had to ship them off. She come downstairs one time, and the straw that broke the camel's back was, she come downstairs and she went over to her, you know, she has plastic containers all over the place. She went over to her candles, and there was just a layer of wax down in the bottom of this plastic container of all of her candles that had melted. There were some pretty nice candles, evidently. So that was the last straw. I had to get rid of the miners then. Either stop mining or find a company that would host these for me. So that was a scary time too, because I didn't know the hosting companies, and I'm sending off how many thousands of dollars worth of equipment off to a company for them to manage, and I've never even seen the company. And so I talked to them on the phone, did interviews with them, did Skype, but never did really talk to them too much, or never did see the site. So it was a pretty scary time. Didn't know how this VPN stuff would work. Never used a VPN at that time. So they had to walk me through the whole process, and they're a good company. And so company's still in business today. I've been with that company for years. I also have a couple of other companies just in case. Have some miners located in their locations. I've had miners all over the West Coast, Canada, and a couple data centers in Ohio, which I own. And business is good. Still mining, still keeping up with it. So right now the bigger miners are taking care of the littler miners, but all is good. Have a website, mintmining.com. So if you go there, you can actually see our site, see what we do, see how we can help people. I used to do quite a few seminars, and in these seminars, they're basically meetups. I think that was the app I used, and just set it up in the local Quiznos. We would have meetings on updates about Bitcoin and what's going on, and who else is doing what, and who's mining, who's trading, what does everyone know. So I'd give a briefing on a little bit about Bitcoin. So I did that for about a year. Then went to DC and did some lectures here in DC. I had an actual promoter, a sponsor, that got me some gigs, if you will, out here, and so that helped with business as well, but mostly inform people and help people out. I've been doing this now for going on 7-8 years now, so I guess I'm an old timer in this business. I've fried a lot of machines, hooking things up incorrectly, doing things wrong, doing things right, learning all about networks, how to do them right. Luckily, I've always been surrounded with a lot of very intelligent people that could help me out, ask some crazy, difficult questions that you just couldn't find the right person to ask technical questions to. So I've really been blessed in having those people put around me. So I really thank God for that. A little sneak peek of what I might be doing coming up here. Doing some master nodes. How to do a master node. Those things there about killed me a few weeks ago trying to hook one of those up. It took me 3 days continuously. I hardly slept at all trying to get it to I could figure this out. I guess I know a little bit about network engineering now and programming and how to get them things hooked up. Wow, difficult process. Then I found another one that hooks it up automatically for you for a different type of coin. So you'll find in cryptocurrencies there's different ways to do different things with different coins and different promises and different utilizations, and definitely profitability per the coins. So I want to do a video on that just to go over a few details of what I did and what type of coin that I used and what I invested in, so that you can see some of those profitability results as well. I can actually show you some results. So I'd like to show that to you. But that's all I got for today. You have a wonderful day and a lockjaw, and I'm out.